Hi, I'm Representative Derek Stanford from the 1st District, and I wanted to talk a little bit about what's been going on with our budget over the past couple of biennia in this state. There are a lot of factors that affect the amount of money that we spend from the state government, and I just wanted to talk through a few of the things that are major contributors to that over the past couple of years. Looking at the past few biennial budgets, there have been some major changes that have a huge impact on the budget. For example, the number of children on Medicaid has increased by 57% comparing the 2007 biennium to our current one. Some other major cost drivers are that healthcare costs have increased by about 35%, and just plain old inflation has gone up by about 11%. Our population is growing too, at about 6% since the 2007 biennium. Through all of this, the amount that the state has been spending to deal with these increased caseloads has actually decreased. And that explains some of the difficult cuts that we have to be making right now. For some perspective, let's look at our state spending per capita over the past couple of decades. When adjusted for inflation, we're spending less now than we have at any point since 1986. In the 2007 to 2009 biennium, we spent $33.5 billion. That amount decreased to $32.7 billion in the next biennium, and in our current biennium, for our next budget, we're projecting to spend $32.4 billion. This is not adjusted for inflation. This is just the total number of dollars that we're spending. The number is decreasing. Even as our population has increased, our caseloads are increasing as we deal with this economic crisis, and we're trying to continue laying the groundwork for our future economic expansion by continuing to expand access to education through colleges and schools. So this is why we're grappling with a very difficult set of budget cuts this session. We're trying to be as equitable as we can, as fair and consistent as we can when we make these cuts. There are a lot of services that people depend on, from healthcare to transportation, and I want voters to know that we're paying attention to them when they demand that we spend the money responsibly. Almost every state worker is taking a pay cut. And we're trying to be as judicious as we can, as wise as we can in making these decisions and making sure that we're putting our priorities in the right order to have responsible decisions in these tough times. I hope it's been helpful to see some of these numbers and get a better perspective on what's going on with the budget and the cuts that we're making right now. There's a lot of political rhetoric that swirls around things like this, and my background is in numbers. I'm a statistician, so I like to go right to the data. I hope this has been helpful in understanding what's going on with the budget and why we're making a lot of these cuts, and I'm very interested in hearing your input on what our priorities should be. I'm Derek Stanford. Thank you for watching, and please get in touch with me using the contact information on the screen now. Thanks very much.